Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. My name is Erica and today I'm going to be doing my makeup inventory. So I like to do these quarterly, and for the first time I am actually filming in the correct month. Actually, not filming in the correct month, hopefully editing this in the correct month. I almost always film it in the correct month, but I get lazy and don't edit it in time. So I like to do these quarterly because I feel like by the time it's half a year, it's kind of too late to do any damage control on makeup purchases that you would have, and I like to do these inventories to keep me accountable. So I forgot to do this, so I'm going to do it real quick. Okay, so I forgot to write down the numbers, but that's okay. So I'm going to have pictures, and it's probably going to be going over my face because I have this beautiful background set up, so I also don't know where to scoot to be able to put the pictures. Starting with primers, I currently have 3 primers, and these are face primers. I previously had 3. They are not the same 3. I think I used one up. I did use one up, which was the Urban Decay primer potion. I loved that. I'm definitely going to be repurchasing it when it's half off. Hopefully I will have enough credits in my beauty bank to be able to purchase it when that does happen, but I would not pay full price for it because I know it goes for half off, so why would I pay full price for it, you know? Moving on to my eye primers, I currently have 3. I previously had 4. I did finish my Urban Decay primer potion, and now I'm using the Milani eye primer, which is like the exact same. So I don't think I'm going to be buying the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer anymore because the Milani primer is more affordable and it is more sanitary because it is a squeeze tube rather than that doe foot applicator that takes up way too much space in the packaging. And then I do have, I believe, a glitter primer, like a glitter glue primer, and then like a sample primer, which I don't know why I didn't use that up first. Maybe I should stop using my Milani one for a little bit so I can finish up the sample size, because then I could get it out of my collection quickly and decide like whether or not I like it, because I think I was very hesitant to like be without a reliable eyeshadow primer, because I did do that once and I had a sample size primer that I was like, I was just gonna use up the sample size while I wait in between my primers, and the sample sucked, so I think I just wanted to have my trusty, like, you know, eyeshadow primer that I liked before risking it like that again. Moving on to setting sprays, I currently have 2. I previously had 1. I did pick up a new one during the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, and it was the Benefit Professional setting spray. It doesn't have alcohol in it. I know that the one that I'm currently using, which is the Urban Decay primer potion, the Urban Decay all-nighter setting spray, does have denatured alcohol in it or just alcohol in it. Either way, they have alcohol in their name, and I've been using it for years, so I figured I would give my skin a break, because that's like the only like setting spray I've been using for how long? I want to say at least 3 years, so yeah, I think I should be giving my skin a break from the alcohol. But I still have a good chunk. I think I have at least half, or a little bit less than half, of my all-nighter setting spray left, so that's fine. I mean, I really like it, and hopefully the professional works out, because if it doesn't, well, I'm stuck with it for a while. Unless it is absolutely terrible, then I think I would probably return it or try to rehome it. Moving on to foundations, I currently have 2. I previously had 2. They are the exact same 2. One of them is a BB cream, which I count as a foundation because I wear them the exact same, and it's actually extremely high coverage, which I learned the other day when I was trying to do the cream contouring layering technique under your foundation, and you couldn't see it after I put on my BB cream. I was just there like laughing like, oh, I just wasted 10 minutes. Anyways, so I do like the BB cream. I barely used the actual foundation, which is the Smashbox foundation, so no reviews on it. Plus it was too dark for me to use when I received it from my friend, but now I am definitely getting a lot more tan. In fact, I have the most awkward elbow tan. It's in the shape of like a triangle, and I will insert a clip of it. I got it playing Pokemon Go, and just having my phone in my hand and my elbow just being bent for hours, and it only took one day to get that really awkward tan. So yeah, my friends laughed at me, and I mean, I've never seen a tan like that either, so it was pretty funny, but I didn't realize until one of my friends pointed it out. Moving on to powder, I combined my loose and my pressed powders, so I currently have 5. I previously had 6. I did finish up one of the Laura Mercier setting powders. It was a translucent one in the regular size. I do have a big jumbo one with a gold lid in the picture, and I didn't realize that that one is actually honey, so it is the gold shade. I thought it was a translucent, like a jumbo size of translucent, so I decided to donate my translucent setting powder from Wet n Wild because I was like, I'm never gonna be able to get to this in time. But then turns out I probably shouldn't have decluttered that, but it's okay. I have a lot of translucent setting powder, so I'm fine with that. But that was before this even, so I think it was even before the last month. Before March, yeah, because I don't think I've acquired any new powders. So yeah, this category went down. Moving on to cheek products, so bronzers, I currently have 7. I did finish one up. Well, I mean, I have like a day's worth left of one, so that is a secret between you and I, but not anymore, I guess. It's going to be gone for sure by the time this video is uploaded. I think today is the 18th. I'm filming this so far ahead, but I'm not anticipating finishing anything or bringing anything new into this collection. I don't know why I thought today was the 20th, but I am very early with this. So hopefully I can get this out on time because I have like literally about half a month. So yeah, that's exciting to be going down in bronzers. I am getting a little bit too tan for some of my products, and you will see that later on that I've had to purchase darker shades because I only have winter shades or last year's summer shade, and now I've been going outside a lot more and getting darker a lot quicker, so yeah. Anyways, glad to be using up a bronzer. I was thinking of the next time I purchase a bronzer, it would probably be a darker bronzer because I looked at a lot of my bronzers, and I think the darkest one I have is Laguna from NARS, which is not that dark, but I think it will still show up on my skin if I'm wearing foundation, and I'm not wearing foundation today. I am wearing sunscreen. Moving on to blush, I currently have 15 blushes and I previously had 8. So what had happened was I did purchase all 3 of the new Bare Minerals bronzers. They're new, so they were released last year and then discontinued, and then they re-released them again this year a few months ago. I picked up all 3. I don't know why I did it because, to be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of it. I think in my head I was like, it was so hyped up last year, people loved it. I love Bare Minerals. It's like one of my favorite brands, and so I guess I'm gonna really like it. I have a Bare Minerals blush that I really like, so I thought that, you know, I would somehow like this blush, even though the blush I have is matte and this one is very clearly not matte. They definitely make you look sunburnt, so I'm not sure if I like that or I need to like practice my application technique because it's so well loved. There must be a reason why. But yeah, I did get those, and then I was going through my collection and realizing that almost none of my blushes were really showing up on my face. Like, I don't know if it's showing up today. I will find out when I'm editing if I blended everything correctly. But yeah, I feel like the blushes I currently have in my collection are not that dark, or at the time were not dark enough to show up on my skin, especially when I wasn't wearing foundation. When I was wearing foundation, it was okay. The blushes would show up. The blushes would show up on my skin, but if I'm not wearing foundation, which is like half the time, I would notice that it would not show up on my cheeks. So I did decide to get a blush palette from Tarte, and I need to make a video of brands I've changed my mind about, and Tarte is one of them. So I did get a cheek palette from Tarte, and also I asked my friend asked me what I wanted for my birthday, and I said I wanted a darker blush from NARS, so she came through with that. So I don't think she's watching, but if you are, thanks Erin! I already thanked her, so don't worry, this is not how she's going to find out. That's how I acquired 7 new blushes, and I have not finished any, clearly. But it was kind of like a... Okay, maybe buying 7 new ones was very excessive, but the last few blushes that I got, I feel like I did kind of need, because I was not noticing blush showing up on my cheeks, so yeah. Maybe 2 of the blushes were justified, but not the other 5. Moving on to highlighter, I currently have 13. I previously have 12. I have no idea where the extra highlighter came from. I am sure I'll notice it in my pictures, because I don't think I bought any. Maybe I just miscounted. I think I miscounted. I don't know how I have 13 highlighters, because I don't remember purchasing any, but I will probably find out when I'm editing, and maybe I did actually purchase something and I'm just scatterbrained. This is fine. I usually go through highlighter at a pretty good pace, but I would say, like, there's no way I'm going to go through 13 highlighters in 1 year type of thing. Maybe this will take me 4 years to go through, but I'm very happy with my highlighter collection. I think I like all of them. Moving on to brows, I currently have 9, and one of them is a brow mascara. These are the exact same 9 as I previously had, and brow products are kind of like a, you know, either they work or they don't, and it's just a brow product. Most of them look the same once they're on your face. So yeah, I am working through my Pure Arch Nemesis, or is it Pure Arch Nemesis brow pencil, and it took Kelly Gooch about 13 months to go through hers, and I don't think mine's going to take 13 months, but it's definitely taking me a long time to go through, and that is taking my time away from my other brow products, which is fine, because I want a brow product that lasts forever, because I usually go through them very quickly, because I wear makeup almost every single day, and I have to do my brows every time I do my makeup because I don't have brows. I'm fine with having 9. It's probably going to go down a lot more quickly once I finish my Arch Nemesis brow pencil, because I'm not going to be repurchasing that right away because I have so many to go through. Moving on to lipstick, I currently have 9. One of them is a liquid lipstick, but I didn't put it in the picture, so I'm probably going to like attach it in somewhere. I previously had 10. I remember decluttering one in March because it was technically expired and it was not my favorite lipstick, and then I lost one, which is very upsetting because I really like that lipstick. It was one of my Laka lipsticks, and it was the red one. I would have been more okay if I lost the orange one, but I lost the red one, and I feel like that one I could have worn any season, but the orange one, I feel like I can only wear it in the early spring and mostly autumn, so I'm going to be struggling to use that one up. But yeah, I don't know where it is, so I'm not going to count it. Maybe it slipped into the garbage. I have no idea where it went. I really want it back, so I think I'm just gonna have to try harder to find it, but I've like checked every single one of my bags and I cannot find it, so I'm not counting it. It makes me very sad to know that it is not here in my collection and I cannot use it anytime I want. The weirdest thing is I don't even think I put it into a bag. I think I had it somewhere on a counter and it's just gone. Moving on to lip gloss, I currently have 10. I previously had 11. I am decluttering one, and I think I did a small declutter before this video, or before taking these pictures, but yeah, I did get rid of one of my I did do a small declutter before I decided to film this because I was like, I don't have enough content to make a whole declutter video, so I'm just going to declutter now to get these products out of my mind and out of my collection. Most of them, I think one of them is too old to give to someone, and then I'm giving some to my mom, and then the other one's going to the trash. So I did decide to declutter a lip gloss because I just hated everything about it. Like, it smells kind of strong. Like, I'm wearing the same I'm wearing a lip gloss from the same line, and this one's not as bad. But that one was really bad. I could smell it under my nose all the time. And it was a horrible color, and it just looked really disgusting. So I basically hated almost everything about that lip gloss. It wasn't drying though, so that was nice. But I just hated almost everything about that lip gloss, and I was like, why am I keeping this? I could be using like so many other products that I like, because I do have a lot of other lip products. So I'm getting rid of it, and I'm probably throwing it away because I've already opened it and used it, and I cannot return it. It's been so long since... Has it been? Yeah, I think it was a collection from 2 years ago anyways, and I wouldn't want any of my friends to use it because it sucks and it's just too light for my lips. So I think it would be too light for their lips too, because you have to have like very, very pale lips to pull that color off. Moving on to lip liners, I currently have 3. I previously had 3. They are the exact same 3, and I'm fine with that because I feel like looking at my numbers and looking at my lipsticks and just lip products in general, I feel like I have a lot of stuff. And these lip liners, you can see some progress on them, which is good, and that's what I would like to see on them. Lip liner for me is kind of like a way to wear a color that you might not be fully invested in, and it's like a great way to test out a color before you decide to get the lipstick. And lip liners also last a lot longer. Like, for example, my Charlotte Tilbury lip liner lasts me all day. I don't really have to reapply it, which is a good bang for your buck. But also, if you're doing project panning, that means you can't reapply it. But I don't want to waste product, so I just put it on in the morning and then I don't reapply. Moving on to tinted lip balms, I keep debating whether or not I should have this as a makeup category, but I am going to be including it as a makeup category from now on. I mean, in the previous update. So the reason why I'm deciding to include tinted lip balms but not non-tinted lip balms is because I would treat tinted lip balms as a lipstick type of thing. I wouldn't wear it to bed. I would wear it for some color on my lips, so it's better to keep in here to remind myself that I have them, because I totally forgot for a little bit. So I currently have 6 tinted lip balms. I previously had 6. They're the exact same 6. So no change in that, but I definitely need to remember to wear them a lot more. Moving on to eyeliners, I currently have 6. I previously had 4, and I used one up and then I purchased 3 of them. So I used up a pencil liner and then I purchased 3 liquid liners. I'm wearing one of them today. It is from Wet n Wild. I will never buy it again because it sucks, and also because I think I'm going to stop buying from Wet n Wild in the future, because I've noticed that they are transitioning into more of a fast fashion marketing model, so that's not something I agree with. I don't like buying from like Forever 21 and, you know, stores like that, and that applies to makeup as well, so I am not going to be buying from them anymore. And plus, the liner sucked, so that is, if you still want to buy from them, I'm just letting you know that the liner is really bad. And then I still have 3 pencil liners from Too Faced, which I'm also going to be not going to be shopping from anymore in the future. I think I said this in another video. I really need to make this brand's video, but yeah, that I will explain it in that video instead of here and drag on this video. I have, let me see, 2 brown eyeliners, 1 black one, 1 I guess cashmere color, 1 khaki color or camel color. Is khaki brown or is it green? It's brown, never mind. 1 camel color and 1 gray eyeliner. And I like all of them. It would be cool to get more eyeliners in different colors, but to be honest, I don't think I could finish it. So if there was like a miniature set of colorful eyeliners, I would be down to get that. But for now, I can just use the I can use the cashmere colored eyeliner and some eyeshadow to do colorful liner. Like today, I have eyeshadow on my lower lash line. Moving on to mascaras, I currently have 6. I previously had 6. In my last update, I went down from 8 to 6, which means that I probably should toss out my current mascara, but I don't want to because I barely wore mascara these past few months. I'm wearing it today actually because it is a rose brown color, so it doesn't really match most of my makeup looks, but hey, I bought the mascara and I should use it, and it's very noticeable. Like, if you've ever seen Demon Slayer and you know Akaza, the demon that looks like a basketball whose face looks like a basketball, he has red lashes, and it makes me, the mascara that I'm currently using makes me look like I have red lashes just like his, except maybe not as voluminous, but yeah. That is exactly what it looks like to me. I feel like to everyone else they don't see it, but I see it and it annoys me a little bit, which has definitely put me off from putting it on. And I need to just get over that and use it until it gets dry, which should be soon because it's been open for so long. And the Kiss Me mascaras are notoriously fast to use up because I guess it's just the formula, but it is really good. It's waterproof. I really like the formula, just not the color. Moving on to eyeshadow singles, I currently have 8. I previously had 8. They are the exact same 8. I would be surprised if there is much progress on it, to be honest. Actually, I have been using them more often recently, and by recently I mean like earlier in June compared to in the past when I didn't reach for them at all. I think earlier this month I was going through a phase where I was like, yellow, I need yellow eyeshadow, and then I was reaching for that yellow eyeshadow, so you might see some use on it. There's probably not much use on it though. Moving on to eyeshadow quads, I have the exact same 3 eyeshadow quads, and by quads I mean anything between 2 and 5, anything that is a quint or less, and none of these are quads. So one of them has 5 eyeshadows, the other one has 2 eyeshadows, the other one has 3 eyeshadows, and I don't know. I can't say I'm like unhappy with this number or I'm like happy with this number. These colors just exist. They are very handy to travel with, especially the Kaja bento stack. I really like traveling with that because it's so easy to just use your finger and apply everything, and it looks really stunning on me, if I do say so myself. I think it's just the color. It would look good on most people. There's a murder of crows outside. They like to scream this time of the year, and I had some technical difficulties with my camera, so I'm going to start over with my palettes portion of this video. So I currently have 18 eyeshadow palettes, and I've broken up the photos into 2 separate pictures because they wouldn't fit in one picture, or at least I felt like it would be easier to see everything if it was broken up into 2 pictures. I previously had 21 eyeshadow palettes, so I did decide to declutter some eyeshadow palettes. My Marc Jacobs one is going to be going to my mom. I have only used it like once or twice, and I feel like she would like the colors, and it's Marc Jacobs, so it's a good formula, and if I ever decide to stay over I can use it myself. And then I'm also getting rid of my Too Faced Let's Play palette because that thing has been driving me crazy for the longest time because I bought it for the packaging, but the formula sucks. It is so bad, and I've like even taken shades out of it, repressed new eyeshadows into it. I just don't reach for it, and it is so old. It's time to get rid of it, so I'm going to be decluttering it, even though it has very cute packaging, but it's just a lesson that I should not be buying palettes or like products in general for the cute packaging, and I am still paying for that mistake for many products, so I would just like to get rid of it because it's not great to have that reminder around. And then I think I am going to be decluttering my Wet n Wild Always Blush On palette. You can see it in the picture because they decided right before I was filming this that I would be getting rid of it. Because number one, I've never opened it, and two, I feel like I have all the colors in my collection. I just have to look around and not be lazy. Plus, when I look at it, I'm just like, I think this is pretty, but I don't know if I'm going to reach for everything in here. Yeah, I'm hoping that someone else can get good use out of it. I do really like Wet n Wild's formula. It's a shame that they have decided to change to more fast fashion instead of slower releases. There's children outside, and I feel like every summer they decide to come out like cicadas and scream. So yeah, I'm going to wrap up this video very quickly soon anyways. I think 18 is still a lot of palettes. I would like to get this number down, but I'm probably going to take another look at my collection again and see what I can declutter. But it is very hard for me to let go of eyeshadow palettes, especially because I cannot easily repurchase them right now. I'm on a makeup low buy, and that has thankfully stopped me from buying a lot of, like, not new releases, but just makeup products in general. Like, I was going to purchase the Hourglass palettes from last year, but because of my low buy and the fact that I don't have enough credits to buy it, I have not purchased it. So I'm quite happy with that. And yesterday I was watching Rebecca Morgan's makeup inventory and like just slumping on the couch like this and thinking like, oh my god, I have too much stuff in my collection. But then when I was taking pictures today, I was like, oh, never mind. I do have a lot, but it's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I definitely could work on my blush numbers because I basically doubled it. But everything else, I barely went up in if I didn't go down in it. Like, let me see. I went up in setting sprays and highlighters, but I'm not sure where that highlighter came from. That's basically it. Everything else either stayed the same or I went down. So I think I did a great job of like bringing my collection down, which is good because at this moment that's what I want. I don't know, I think it's age. After you turn 25, you just suddenly decide that you want to be a more responsible adult. Yeah, there's just a shift in mentality, and now, to me right now, having just a bag full of makeup products to use and, you know, replacing one for one as I finish products just seems so ideal right now. I don't know why, because I do like variety on some days, but some other days I'm just like, why do I have this big ass collection that I don't need? So I don't know. That's how I feel right now. Who knows how often I would change my mind. I don't know if it's a Gemini thing or it's just a me thing. But yeah, I remember in the past I said I want a bigger collection, and now I'm just like, I want less of everything. There's too much junk in here, and the more I talk right now, the more I'm stressing myself out because I just suddenly saw my wedding cape to the right and I thought, oh my god, I still haven't made my wedding dress yet. So yeah, I just have too much on my mind right now to really think about makeup. So that's good that I am getting rid of stuff by mostly using it up. I think that's important because I could get my ideal collection right now if I just threw away everything, but that is so wasteful. So I'm not going to be doing that. I'm going to be trying to use everything up as organically as I can, and maybe one day I will have makeup in a bag, but I keep joking that by the time I have kids I need to get my collection down, which is probably going to happen because I'm not having kids anytime soon. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and me rambling at the very end, and also trying to figure out how this camera works. And I'll see you in September for the Q3 update. Hopefully I will have even less stuff because my goal is to get everything under 100, but let me see if it is right now. So let me calculate. 128. So right now I have 128, and my goal at the end of the year was to hit 100 or less. This was a great eye-opener. Now I realize I don't need any makeup for pretty much the rest of the year. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in September. Bye!